infomercials and that kind of thing. But infomercials.
Let's go to the infomercial now, Mr. Entrepreneur, crazy Hollywood entrepreneur.
You know, there's nothing too. I mean, it's all entrepreneur, but nothing too wild about it. Probably the least sexy business I've ever been in my entire life, but it's really fun. You know, it's a fun business because you know, if you think back to it, when I started those vacation format networks, or I mean, not networks, stations, those were direct response. They were nothing but direct response because we were using our airwaves and messaging to drive people into those welcome centers to buy tickets, to book for timeshare, and that type of thing. Same thing. We were basically putting a message out there, asking people to respond. They came in and purchased. And, you know, for me, it came naturally. And something I found, too, is that with all of our media outlets over the years that we've done, I've never had to rely on ratings, ever. At most radio stations, television stations, cable networks, what they do is they say, they go out, they send their salespeople out to sell, and they sell on ratings. Here's our audience, which is hypothetical. I mean, yeah, maybe that's our audience. Maybe it's not. But with us, and they take their best inventory and they sell it like that. You have three big things going on with that. One, you have a rep firm you have to go through that takes 20%. Two, you have a sales rep that takes 20%, maybe a sales manager in there somewhere too. Then you have a collection issue. So you've got these risks and these big payouts you have to do. The way I discovered the direct response business was with the first radio station in Springfield, Missouri. This is going to sound like insane, but it's true. A guy walks in, and we are in this crappy building. I mean, next to what was a gay club and then turned into a strip club right next to us down on College Avenue. I think it was 610 College Avenue in Springfield, Missouri. Worst part of now downtown's beautiful, but back then. And guy walks in, and he's got a briefcase and really, bad fitting suit, the whole, typical, stereotypical sales guy, trunk of his car sales guy. And he tells the girl there at the front, I'm here to buy, I want to buy some radio spots. And she said, okay, well, let me get somebody. I happen to be there. And Vonda, my sales gal, was there. And the guy tells us the same thing. Yeah, I'd like to buy radio spots. Well, you're in luck because we're selling them. So I think, match made in heaven here. So we laugh, and then he tells us how he's going to buy them. He said, here's how I buy a radio spot. He said, I'll have a product. Say, for instance, it's a, memory cassette, which happened to be one of them. The set of cassettes that, here's how you improve your memory kind of a thing.
I've bought those before.
Kevin Trudeau's Mega Memory.
Absolutely.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so he's got that, and he's got about 50 other products in there, and they're all, hey, blah, 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 whatever the pitch is, but call 1-800, da-da-da-da-da. Don't forget now, 1-800. If you call now, you get, and they were all like that. They're all radio spots. He said, well, here's how we pay you. Every time somebody buys something, it's going to be on your own 800 number. And we're going to track that honor system. Every time somebody buys something, you get $50, or you get $25, or you get whatever. Or if it's a application or a lead generation where they get a name that's
so you had to take
qualified,
some risk with them.
would get.
So you're going to take some risk with them. To do it.
And but I'm sitting here thinking, okay, you know what? At the time, we only had about 60 or 70% of our inventory sold, which is more than most radio stations. But I thought this could be kind of interesting, so I'll buy things that maybe tourists would think, hey, y'all write that number down. And so I started, picking out some products, and some were just total turds, and then some really worked, where we'd get checks in for, $1,000 or, $1,200 or $500, free money basically.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, man, this is really a great way to do this. If I had stations that weren't necessarily, obviously our tourism, that's where the real money was at. But I kept in touch with this guy. And as I started getting other media properties where we had inventory, I started kind of putting that up front, because I found that if I picked the right product and did and ran it at the right times and things like that, I could outperform any of my salespeople going out and selling through a rep firm, through a salesperson with collection issues. So we could outpace that. We could way outperform that. And so then I started, through that guy, I started this little thing where I would hook other small radio station group owners up, or, small cable companies up, or whatever it may be. And it really worked out to be a business that I loved. And then when I got to Los Angeles and we were, full on in the media business and we had production facilities we could use at a reasonable cost, then we started selling products on television. And I concentrated mostly on infomercial kind of products. For instance, we had Adam Ginsberg's Secrets of an Auction Millionaire, which was just a great seller. It was back when eBay was getting on, and Adam was the first guy to ever break $1 million a year on eBay. And he did it by selling pool tables, of all things. Wow. He had deals with manufacturers, deals with people on the ground, and he would sell them on eBay. The manufacturer would drop ship to Q's house, and then somebody from Q's neighborhood would come over, set it up, and Adam got the spread.
Nice.
So he taught people how to sell on eBay. He actually made a lot of people a lot of money. So we had that as an information product. We had Greg Secker, who was a big trading guy, how he trades stocks and things like that. Had some real estate guys.
What was this called? What was this business called?
Greg Secker?
No, your business.
Oh, just Kent Direct.
Kent Direct.
Yeah, been the same business for years. Yeah, Kent Direct.
You still got it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. So things I don't know about my bike.
That's my business.
So do an infomercial on selling concrete and asphalt parking lots.
Folks, you're going out in your parking lot right now. There's a big crack out there. That's a crack you don't want to see. Probably other ones out there you don't want to see too, but that's one in particular you do not want to see. You know what could happen? That could turn into one of those great big, what do you call it when the earth opens up?
Well, a sinkhole pothole.
That could be a sinkhole. You could be the victim of that sinkhole. Listen, for $50 a month, Raybine will actually take care of your part. They'll come by every month. They'll take a look at it. If you got a big crack out there, they'll fill it up. You'll never have to worry about dying of a sinkhole death ever. This will be awesome. Plus, Gary Raybine's a great guy. He'll come in. He'll bring a 6-pack of beer over. You'll watch the guys pave. He'll even go out there and help them pave. $50 a month. It's great entertainment and also safety for you and your family. You do love your family, don't you? Then you will pay $50 a month. You'll drop that $50 a month on sinkhole. It's almost like sinkhole insurance, really. Anyway, but here's the thing about it. And the reason I use Raybine, by the way, is because you always sell. This is where a lot of these people go wrong. They sell crappy products or they sell stupid things that don't get results. If you stick with products that really get results, and if you got personalities behind the product that can help sell it, then you typically have a winning thing. We did the Gracie Combatives.
So you didn't take anybody. You wouldn't just take anybody that.
Oh God, no. Yeah. I'll tell you one I didn't take that I wish I would have. I just didn't really do hard products. We did a few of them, but I didn't really like hard products. I liked information products. But this is the dumbest dummy on the planet ever. Looking back, guy walks in. By the way, he shopped this to everybody. He's a rep. And he's got this product that's a blanket with a hole cut in it. I'm like, what the hell? And he said, yeah, it'll be, people sitting around the Midwest in the wintertime. And what do you call it? It's a Snuggie. Yeah, but it's just a blanket with a hole in it. I could go to Walmart and get that and get a pair of scissors.
Make my own hole.
And I got exactly.
Custom fit for my head.
Yeah. And I just, and of course, I bought other products from this guy. I mean, I'd run other products from this guy. I just didn't see that one. So that was like, that was one of those that I just did not see coming. And of course, the guy probably has more money than Bill Gates, like shoved under a mattress somewhere. Great guy, too.
Under a Snuggie somewhere.
Under a Snuggie, exactly. Wrapped up in blankets with holes in it.
Yeah.
And
that's funny.
But we always did information products. I always found products that were information products to be interesting.